research administrators, we work with interactively with a lot of folks within our group, and most teams work harmoniously, but every now and then we confront situations where there's somebody who creates disharmony in the group. So how do you respond, and how can you as a team member respond to a coworker who has is creating conflict? And do you feel that that's your role? So let's go with Joan, Diane, and Chris, and I'll try to remember that order.
So again, I mean, I like what Chris said, you know, you go one-on-one with someone. Usually when someone is being the one person to sort of come in and disrupt the entire team, there's something going on with that person. Whether it's, you know, at work, it could be something at home, you don't know. So to have a one-on-one conversation, not necessarily in the office, I know that we're all remote now, but to get them out of that space and have like a neutral space where you can go and talk to that person about, tell me what it is that makes you so passionate about this particular opinion you have on whatever subject it is. So once you get people to start talking and you really need to start listening to them, you might find that there's an issue that can be easily addressed. You know, whether it's a personal issue, whether it's a physical issue, it could be anything. You don't know, but you need to talk to people.
Great. Diane?
I agree with Joan. I think another way is to try to build trust and rapport with the individual. And again, besides listening, but again, I stress we need to understand if we can try to figure out why there's someone that always creates conflict, or is there another agenda that they're trying to accomplish? And I think once you understand that and build that relationship with the person and empathize with them, then I think that that goes a long way where, you know, it helps build where that individual is going to open up and start talking with you more, and hopefully eliminating some of the conflict.
Got it. Good points. Chris?
Yeah, I agree with everyone's thoughts and comments. You really have to be able to feel comfortable approaching your team members. I wouldn't do it in a group setting if there's a conflict. If it's in a group setting, that's certainly could be unprofessional, and you could only make the situation worse. I've always found that when you're able to approach someone individually, you have a better means of communication, and you can actually, you know, break down what's going on and voice your concerns. Again, if the team's not functioning properly, you're not going to be able to get your job done, and it's only going to stifle your day and your end goal. You should be able to approach everyone on your team and feel comfortable. I know in a group setting, some people are definitely afraid to speak up. And when you are one-on-one, I think you are able to discuss these concerns more in depth.
And these are all great points. Harvard Business Review recently published a research paper that confirmed what you're all saying, is that a lot of this, through the diversity training, they're still seeing conflict, but they found that the conflict was diffused if they had individual interventions, they called them. And the interventions basically were coworkers who would pull somebody aside in the same way. They would practice great emotional intelligence, they would practice listening skills, they would exhibit great empathy. So they're repeating so what you're saying is validated by researchers. The other thing I would suggest is if HR can provide, training on customized training by HR for teams, and either that or have mentors that could be available to people to really say, I have this problem, what do I do? So that they can take the stand to take a position to possibly change an environment that rather than be helpless.